Drylands Learning and Capacity Building Initiative DLCI hosted the most successful annual linking and learning event dubbed #Sauti Za Utu ni Watamu in Malindi County.
What we do is bring all the voice grantees in Kenya to link with each other and to also present what they have, share their experiences, learn a lot from each other.
The event took place between 19th and 23rd of March 2023. The event, organized by DLCI in collaboration with the Voice in Kenya team, brought together 92 participants from 30 voice grantee partners, including their rights holders, We Lead, Voice in Kenya, and DLCI.
Voice is an innovative grant facility funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs through the Netherlands government. So it is a partnership between HIVOS and Oxfam Novib. We have a presence in 10 countries within Africa and Asia. So our key business is actually to offer grants to organizations or groups that are marginalized or discrimination in the area of civic participation, civic engagement, social issues, and education.
Voice believes in not only grant making, but also creating platforms and opportunities in which our grantee partners can link literally and learn.
The event had 2 conferencing days with several facilitators both from the grantee partner organization and external experts.
Do you have the nose for impactful stories? You say, do you have the nose for news? Where if you come to this place and you say, wait a minute, this is a life-changing story if told.
So my question to all of you partners, because it's link and learning, what kind of narrative are we pushing? Are we pushing kind of narrative of oppressing African women? Are we pushing kind of narrative of elevating African women? Because sex peke yake si ya kuzaa.
Huyo mama pengine alipewa hiyo options, tunasema the other options na akakataa. So, and she will not tell you nilikataa kwa sababu mtasema ni shida yake. Somehow wanapewa hizo options but wanaonanga it's ash. I can't do it.
So it means another thing, children are being brought up without their parents, their male parents. Then we are seeing here that male have to travel over 200 kilometers to 95 kilometers. What does that have on ripple effect on their health?
Sometimes you guys become our eye openers. Like there is this story, there is this story, and there is this story.
The concept for NGOs, civil society, CBOs is also what? The same. What differentiates you is
execution.
I'm running an NGO, she's running an NGO, and we are forming a consortium. Going forward, how are we going to register this?
It's very, very important to look at which donors align to our work, what is their strategic plan, and focus on approaching those ones.
Culture is very key in each and every organization, and that is why even when it comes to resource mobilization, you cannot mobilize a resource of something that we don't believe in.
The second day, we went into the serious matters, that is the learning experience, where we had topics which we had gotten from the kickoff meetings, and the topics were requested by the grantee partners. They wanted to learn on resource mobilization, they wanted to learn on storytelling, they wanted to learn on use of digital media for advocacy and stuff like that.
Individual purpose is not about self, but it's around you as an individual taking lead, but allowing also others to come on the idea you have.
Despite the fact that intersex persons were recorded in the general census,
yes,
but in some government institutions, there's no recognition or inclusion of intersex persons.
We don't have a National Public Participation Act.
Okay.
It's only a provision in the Constitution that has not been legislated on.
I want a scenario where we get all of them repealed and we have one law governing marriage and inheritance of matrimonial properties.
I'll give you the question so that in your group, you go and now develop a plan. A plan where you say what is your agenda. What do you want to target, to influence or change?
Definitely, there is need to monitor, because for you to plan for the next phase of your strategic plan for the organization, you need to look at what you achieved in the previous years.
Evaluation is episodic. It's not something that you do every day. It's not something that you do weekly. If I was doing a project
that is running for 1 year, most probably I'll do a mid-term evaluation after 6 months, and then I'll do an end-term evaluation at the end of the project.
The power of storytelling. We can make things so real that you capture the imagination of the people you want. You want the winners, you must capture their imagination.
It also included an unconference session on 21st March afternoon where grantee partners from Usawa Inc, Mfalme Productions and UPDK shared their best practices, challenges and lessons learned.
So for the campaigns that you've done, what are the key results that you've had in terms of what have you been able to influence?
Last year we started a conversation pushing Nakuru County to draft a youth policy. I'm happy to say we've started the process. Of course, also under Voice, where one of the advocacy thing we were doing is having 5 pointers that would want the county to factor in the youth policy. So I'm sitting in the committee that is drafting the youth policy at the moment.
On 22nd of March 2023, the team visited 2 grantee partners, MADCA and IPDK, where they learned and shared their experiences. MADCA has a project of protecting the elderly who were to be killed under the guise they were witches in Kilifi, while IPDK focuses on sensitizing the indigenous communities in Kilifi County to legally own land and utilize it for sustainable community growth and development.
Wanauawa kwa sababu wanakuwa branded and wachawi, lakini unapoingia ndani sasa kuangazia ama kuchunguza zaidi, unakuta ni kwa sababu wao ndo custodians wa rasilimali ile kubwa ambayo iko hapa ni ardhi, na kwa sababu kuna umaskini wa hali ya juu sana, takriban 71.7% ya wakaaji wa Kilifi ni maskini.
We've also had the karaoke night, which we realized we have so many talents, including Maggie here.
The team later had a tour of Malindi town and even visited the infamous Vasco da Gama pillar.
For the next one, I want to see if we can invite more other programs, even not necessarily within HIVOS, but other organizations that whose share in the same objective and optimism that Voice has. So that would be great, and I want to say that we will work towards realizing that goal.
What I would like to see in terms of better engagement in the learning and learning sessions is actually to see grantee partners themselves actively leading sessions, right? Because we had quite a number of very good resourceful people, but just having the grantee partners leading panels, carrying out a session from start to end on fundraising based on the experiences that they've had as an organization, carrying out a session back to end based on maybe storytelling or monitoring and evaluation, so that these are real examples from things that they've been able to do and things that have worked for organizations.